10 scary ghost videos that'll make you believe in the devil. Number 1. The Horror of Pocong. In 2018, Leah Wyode, a famous Indonesian soap opera actress and model, had a horrifying encounter with a ghost. She posted a video on her Instagram story where she was walking around her house talking to her followers when she suddenly noticed something strange on the second floor. She zoomed in and saw a white figure with a wrapped head. Leah shouted that it was a pocong, a type of ghost in Indonesia folklore that is said to be the soul of a dead person trapped in their burial shroud. She was shocked and scared. When she tried to look at that white figure again, it had already vanished. What do you think of this video? Was it real or just a prank? Number 2. Running Horror. This video shows a woman going for a nighttime run, preparing herself by stretching her legs. As she begins her jog, she hears a loud truck horn, and at the same time, a man overtakes her on the running track. Concerned, she looks to her left to check for an accident on the road. When she turns her gaze forward again, the man who passed her is nowhere in sight. Suddenly, the same man wearing a helmet overtakes her. She glances back, searching for anyone else trailing behind. Once more, when she looks ahead, the man with the helmet has vanished. For the third time, the man overtakes her, but this time he abruptly stops when the woman stops running. To her shock, the man starts running backward in an unnatural manner, revealing its inhuman nature. Fear overwhelms her, and she instinctively runs away in panic. She rushes into her apartment building and enters the elevator, desperate to reach the safety of her home. However, to her horror, the strange creature has already reached her floor. She hastily exits the elevator and sprints towards her apartment. But when she turns around, then the creepy creature can be seen chasing after her. She continues her way into her apartment, but just as she turns to close the door behind her, the mysterious entity can be seen standing ominously at her doorstep. Number 3. Just fall asleep. In this hair-raising video, 2 friends are peacefully lying in bed. One of them is sound asleep, while the other decides to capture that moment on camera. As the boy tilts the camera towards the sleeping friend, he sees something that sends shivers down his spine. Lying beside his friend is a figure dressed in the attire of a nun, its wide eyes filled with dread. As the boy attempts to awaken his oblivious friend, the apparition swiftly vanishes into thin air. Number 4. Peking Demon. In this video, a Colombian man named Andy Salces Kemps is recording himself while enjoying some music alone in his apartment. But his enjoyment turned into his worst nightmare after he noticed something strange behind him. Something with dark hair and eyes peeking from behind the cabinet. Thinking it might be a random kid playing a prank on him, he decided to get up to check under and behind the cabinet. But strangely, he couldn't find anything. What do you think that was? Number 5. Gym Terror. In this chillin' video, a man begins his warm-up routine at the gym, unaware of the eerie events that are about to unfold. As he warms up, the equipment unexpectedly starts swinging back and forth on its own, defying all logical explanations. The lights overhead then start flickering, signaling the presence of an unseen entity. Adding to the growing tension, a weighted gym ball rolls across the floor without anyone touching it. Sensing that something's wrong, the man attempts to make a swift exit from the gym. However, his desperate escape is interrupted. When an invisible force grabs a hold of his leg, pulling him with an alarming force. Number 6. Shadow Horror. This video comes from Mexico, where a TikTok user had a creepy experience when he was alone at home. The video starts with a man recording a room from a distance. Nothing seems wrong in the beginning, but as soon as the man switches off the light, a mysterious black figure appears in the room. And the horror doesn't end there, because when the man turns that light back on, the shadow vanishes. However, it returns once again when he turns off the light. The man decides to leave his house and stops the video. The man made a wise decision. Number 7. Possessed Baby. This video was recorded on a nanny cam in the middle of the night in 2016. As the video starts, a baby is seen crying, calling his papa and mama. In an attempt to get out of the crib, the baby ended up standing on the crib's railing. Normally, babies would have fallen down at such a height, but this baby strangely is able to balance himself on the railing. It seems as though the baby has been possessed or something spiritual is holding him. Could the baby be crying for his parents to save him from an evil spirit, or was the baby in need of a diaper change? What do you think? Number 8. Evil Basement. A man named Patrick Janssen was going down to his basement to get his bike so that he can test out his new video camera. But before he could reach his bike, he saw something in his basement that is hard to explain. Patrick opens the lock to the basement and starts walking into the corridors to reach his bicycle. On his way, he turns on the lights, but then suddenly his heart skips a beat as he spots a shadowy figure walking right in front of him. It's clearly not a trick of the light, and it's certainly not his shadow, so what was it? He cautiously moves forward to find out, but the shadow vanishes in the darkness, leaving Patrick confused and terrified. Number 9. Haunted House. A TikTok user named Franco Villegas has been experiencing paranormal phenomena in his apartment. His problems began when he started hearing weird noises while sleeping and woke up with a bite mark on his shoulder. Franco started recording the paranormal activities in his house, and what these videos reveal is completely frightening. As he's lying on his bed one night, he starts hearing weird noises from downstairs, so he pointed the camera towards the door of his room. However, something that looked like a face covered with dark, long hair emerged from the stairs, and the next second, the door of the bedroom closed shut on its own. Franco immediately opened the door and rushed towards the stairs to check it out, but nothing could be seen. He decided to share his videos on a TikTok account, where he showed his followers the strange things that were happening to him and went to ask for help from his viewers. Some of his followers suggested Franco light a candle and communicate with the spirit that was haunting him. So one night he decided to take the advice and go to a bathroom with a candle in his hand and request for the spirit to leave him alone.
Por favor, te pido que me dejes solo. Te lo pido, por favor. But
instead of peace, he immediately hears a moan coming from behind the shower curtain, and when he turned around to look, he saw a shadow behind the bathtub curtain. As days passed, Franco's cats started showing strange behavior, like abruptly turning around and staring into the darkness. As mysterious things continued to haunt Franco, he decided to set up cameras to record what was going on in his apartment when he was sleeping or away. He then captured some scary encounters, such as his cat's play area falling over, his jacket being pulled off, and a misty shape inside the room. Franco decided to call a priest to bless this house, hoping that it would be the end of the haunting. Although it did seem to work for a while, his peace didn't last very long.
Concha tu madre. Deja de wearme, concha tu madre.
Soon he started hearing noises again from the first floor, so he went to set up a camera on the stairs, and this is when he had the biggest shock of his life. The camera ended up capturing a figure that looked like a witch standing at the bottom of the stairs, which appeared only for a second and vanished after. The next night, Franco gets awakened by lights and his stereo from his basement after they both strangely turn on by themselves. when he's about to go downstairs to check, he hears a voice from the bathroom that says, "Don't go down," in Spanish. Franco starts asking yes and no questions to the spirit, and it starts answering Franco by turning the faucet on and off.
Si estás aquí en el baño, enciende de nuevo el agua. ¿Hay alguien más que tú aquí en esta casa?
When Franco asked if his life is in danger, the faucet turned on, and it didn't stop running after that. Franco has not posted anything since August 5th. Number 10. Anna Haunting. This young girl is convinced that a mysterious force is attempting to convey a message to her. The footage begins with her examining the clues she had stumbled upon. A torn obituary belonging to Antonina and an oddly pungent substance that looks like salt. Seeking assistance, she calls her mother, who suggests consulting a chemist to identify that smelly substance. Then her mother goes to the grocery store and the girl is home alone. Suddenly, she starts hearing a haunting melody.
I always hear it. I don't really know.
Then out of nowhere, an unseen presence pulls her from behind and the video ends abruptly. What do you think happened? Was the girl just playing a prank on the internet, or was she really taken away by a ghost? Thank y'all for watching today's video. If you do like scary videos like this, go ahead and be sure to check out the others, and do subscribe for more terrifying encounters. Sleep tight.